Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. Did you happen to catch Urine Trouble, which I uploaded yesterday? The defendant mentions that the whole family's in trouble. Well, guess what? She wasn't lying. The very next day, same judge, same probation officer, same last name. This wasn't Groundhog's Day. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Okay, what about Tomlin? Is that, oh, that's not your case.
He's unrepresented. So plea
Okay,
and sentencing. It's on the registry already.
right, you are Dalton Tomlin in the jail, is that correct? Okay, you've been muted. So if you could please see if you can unmute yourself or give an officer to assist.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can, loud and clear, thank you. So this is file 9951 of 2023, People versus Dalton Tomlin. And this is the date for a probation violation hearing. Ms. Jacobs is here once again on behalf of our probation office. And Mr. Tomlin, you were in front of the magistrate earlier for an arraignment on this alleged violation. And you indicated that you want to take responsibility for all of the violations. Is that true?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, I want to make sure that you understand you do have a right to a hearing and you have a right to an attorney, including one appointed at court expense, if you're unable to afford it. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that.
And you're choosing to waive your right to both the attorney and to a hearing, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Has anyone threatened, forced, coerced you in any way or promised you anything to get you to waive your right to a hearing?
No, Your Honor.
And do you understand the worst that could happen is your probation could be revoked and you could be sentenced to up to 1 year in jail on this larceny 200 to 1,000 conviction?
Yes, I understand that.
All right, then, is it true you were placed on probation back in March? And as a condition of that probation, you were to take and pass urine screens for alcohol and drugs, and you tested positive for alcohol on April 12th and on May 21st, 2024.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay, and it says here that you also tested positive on a preliminary breath test on June 5th. And also, well, I guess there were 2 tests on that date confirming positive for alcohol. Is that true?
Yes, that's correct.
And that's because you had, in fact, consumed alcohol, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
You were also ordered to take and pass urine screens for drugs, and you failed to appear for those tests that were ordered on July 3rd, July 12th, July 19th, July 27th, July 31st, August 10th, August 14th, and August 19th. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
In addition, it says here that well, you were ordered not to consume illegal drugs, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, and you tested positive on a urine screen on August 30th and on September 2nd for methadone and oxycodone, and you do not have a prescription for either of those drugs. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
And it also says you were supposed to attend the life skills theft therapy class, and you failed to enroll in that. Is that true?
Yep, that's true.
Okay, I've got several other violations here that you were not arraigned on. Uh, have you seen those? It's failing to appear for preliminary breath and drug tests in October.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so are you waiving your right to a hearing and an attorney on those as well?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so and you're admitting that you failed to take those urine screens and preliminary breath tests in October. Is that true?
Yep, that's true.
All right, then all of those violations, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I'll accept your plea, find it's voluntary, accurate, and understanding. And what else would you like me to know before I sentence you? The recommendation from the probation office.
I would just like to say, I do accept
Hang
responsibility.
on.
Okay.
The recommendation from the probation office is to revoke the probation as unsuccessful, give you credit for time served, which is 45 days as of November 21st, and schedule a show cause hearing in 180 days to see if you paid your restitution. Have you paid any of the restitution?
I paid on some of it. I'm working on paying, getting it paid down. Hopefully by the time I get out, I should have it paid. I got family and friends that are trying to help me get it paid. So
Of the $3,360 in restitution, how much have you paid?
I think around maybe $1,000 of it.
Okay. So what else would you like me to know?
I just want to say I do accept responsibility for my actions. I know my substance abuse over the years have been a cause to most of my problems. And the reason I'm in trouble today, I've been in denial about it, but I realize that it's the cause of all of this, and that now that I've sat and thought about everything, I do need help. I've reached out to Catholic Human Services, and I want to work with them and get the help I need to get this put behind me. I'm taking this time to better myself because I know this isn't me as a person. I know I'm a lot better than that. I know the courts and Lindsay have tried to help me, and I was blind to it all and took it for granted. But I just want to say I'm sorry for it, and I plan on trying to do better and not to continue to go down the road I was going down. I do got a good support system to help me through all this, physically and mentally and financially, and I have a good job when I get out of here to get my restitution and paid. And I just want to say I'm sorry to courts and to Lindsay and to the victim.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Jacobs, anything else you'd like me to know?
Not right now, Your Honor, except that he can get some of that substance abuse treatment through, I think, Eileen, through Catholic Human Services, while he's doing his 180 days for his Antrim County case. If you are concerned about the restitution, my only other suggestion would be we could continue him on probation and extend it. But at the moment, he's just not able to do the probation right now.
Okay, do you know what his out date is on the Antrim County case, the 180 days?
I'm not sure right now. He had a decent amount of credit, but I believe he'll be in there for probably at least the next 3 to 4 months.
So if I extended the probation, give him credit for time served, in this case, he wouldn't be earning any credit, which that doesn't seem quite fair. So I'm trying to figure out what an appropriate amount of jail time would be so that he's earning credit, because I do think this restitution needs to get paid. And it's a whole lot easier when he's on probation than if I take him off probation.
I think if we do keep it though at the credit for time served, he'll be able to go back to Antrim County where his family is at, and provide him better support. And then if he does choose to not participate again with his probation, then we will have a more of a jail sentence that we can put against him. So he would have even more incentive to do that restitution and do probation again.
Okay, thank you. All right, this is sentencing on multiple probation violations. The defendant has essentially blown off probation, didn't bother to enroll in the theft therapy class, isn't testing, or when he does test, it's positive for drugs and alcohol. Defendants admitted to using illegally buprenorphine and also cocaine. During the term of probation, and is just generally not made any progress here. Oh, Ms. Jacobs, how much has he paid in restitution?
He has paid $375, and I believe that's because when you do pay, they do split it between restitution and fines and costs. So there's another $200 that's been applied to the fines and costs as well.
Okay, not quite 1,000 anyhow. So the defendant was originally sentenced on a larceny by conversion, 200 to 1,000. Essentially, he rented, I'll call it an Airbnb, more or less. Is someone here attending the horse shows? Turned out the place either didn't exist or was already rented out, but that person showed up and they were out. There were $3,360. The prosecutor originally charged that appropriately as a felony, 1,000 to 20,000, which it is, because there's no dispute about the amount that the defendant stole. And the defendant has an extensive prior criminal history. Most of it involving controlled substances in one way or another. So I think the recommendations are appropriate. What I'm going to do is not revoke the probation, because I'm going to get this money back for the victim. I think you need to pay her back. And like I say, it's a lot easier when you're on a probation and I can throw you back in jail if you don't pay than going through the rigmarole of a show cause hearing. So we're going to extend your probation to March 15th, 2026. You do have credit for 45 days served on this offense. Of course, you'll have more time by the time you get out on the Antrim County sentence. And anything else you'd recommend, Ms. Jacobs?
Not at this moment, Your Honor. If once I get him back out on probation, I can always do a couple amended orders to see where he's at that point. So I think we're good for right now.
Okay. Obviously, we need to focus on the drug and alcohol abuse that's going on. So we're all set for this morning, Mr. Tomlin. Feel free to let the jail know that you're all set, and good luck to you.
About
Thank you.
time services, right?
Yes.
Thank you.